Yeah. So I guess we're not going to bring our off-air conversation on the air. It was about virginity,
Not
but
this
we'll
time.
just leave it at that. So, anyways, I mean, you have no proof that you've had sex, JSU. So at least me and Tony have kids. Anyways, big slate tonight. What?
This is hey,
But can
listen.
we prove there are kids, Holden? Maybe they're
Oh,
not our kids.
there we go.
You know,
Can
my
it be
first one was a
proved?
test tube baby, so it's true. You know, the second one, I might go get a DNA test now you think about it.
Just to prove it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I might need documentation. There's a basketball slate tonight, and we got big names out. Durant, Curry, and Luka are out. It's just not Curry, too. It's Draymond is out, and Otto Porter and Iguodala is out. Jaylen Brown is out. LeBron is a game time decision. And then with the Nuggets, Jokic hurt his wrist. And you saw him have that big first half last night, and they hurt his wrist. So keep an eye on that. Barton is probable, and Bones Highland was, guys, I know it's not a big DFS player, but my God, this guy is 6'2", 165 pounds, and he just gets pushed around so much. It was rough to watch, to be honest. When like the little Curry, Seth Curry is pushing him around. It was rough for him. But let's react to some of this injury news here and what it opens up. JSU, I guess let's start with the Warriors, since half of their team is sitting out tonight, taking on the Pistons.
Speaking of someone who's small and used to get pushed, I mean, Steph Curry is tiny. Look at that dude. And I mean, he's built himself up a little bit, gotten in better shape, put some muscle on over time. He's someone who used to get, banged around, falling around all the time. And he's still a little guy, right, Holden? I mean, Bones will be fine. He's just a rookie. I mean, this is what happens.
I was watching 15 pounds this offseason.
Dude, I was watching, who was it? Chris Boucher yesterday, and that no one falls down more than that dude. I mean, he just gets thrown around like a rag doll, and he's 6'10". So, these young dudes, these rookies in the NBA, especially with the rule changes, them letting each other bump a little bit more and stuff, it's tough sledding for some of those rookies with the rule changes, in my opinion. But it's good for them. They'll get better.
The rule
over
changes
time.
are so good too. I like it so much better.
Good.
I freaking hated when these dudes would like contort their whole freaking body and get the I hated those. So I like this brand of basketball way better.
Like when they're clearly not trying to make a basketball move.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get fouled.
The defender tries to avoid them. It's still different. Like you pump fake them and they jump into you. That's still different. When these guys were like jumping 4 feet to the right to draw contact, I hated that. Play basketball.
So here is the Warriors starting lineup tonight, by the way. Gary Payton, Poole, Wiggins, Juan Toscano Anderson, and Kevin Looney. So talk to me, guys, about this Warriors lineup tonight. How do we want to attack this, JSU?
Yeah, I mean, starting Kevon Looney and Juan Toscano Anderson. Oh boy, that's tough. First of all, Kevon Looney, slow-footed. He probably won't play more than 22 minutes or something like that. He's not a very good basketball player. He's not really bad though either. He's just okay. Against Detroit, he'd be okay, but he's not going to get the run that you're going to want. And some of these guys are going to get run. Like Juan Toscano Anderson, the coaching staff loved last year because the guy is a hustler. Really, he's not that good at basketball. There's not one specific basketball trait that I can be he's a really good pass or he's a really good rebound. No, he's just he works really hard. He tries the hardest. And that's one of the reasons why he got some run last year. He got kind of bumped out of the rotation a little bit at times this year. Kuminga has come in and given Golden State some run, which I think has hurt him a little. So it's interesting that they're starting him, but I think it's more just a start all right, you haven't played as much as maybe coming into the year you thought. We'll give you this spot start here, and let's see what you can do against the Detroit team that's bad. And, he's probably going to cover Jeremy Grant, which, he's probably a better defender than Bielitsa, who would also be in line to maybe start in his position. So maybe that's why they did it as well. Try and get a more athletic 4 to guard Jeremy Grant. But I like this dude, Kuminga. He's going to come off the bench. He's probably going to be really well owned. A lot of people are going to like Bielitsa. I think this is more of a game. And Tony, I don't know if you have a thought on this, but I think this is more of a game where Steve Kerr's going to test some of these young guys. Like you might see Toscano Anderson start. You might see Kevon Looney start. Damian Lee's going to get some minutes. Wiggins is going to get his minutes and stuff like that. But I think he's going to give these rookies a look here, like Kuminga, like Moody, Gary Payton, who he's talked about in press conferences saying, I got to find this guy some run. Like, I got to find this guy more run. And he likes to put Gary Payton on the best wing defender on the floor. He put him on Harden and Durant when they played Brooklyn. So clearly Steve Kerr loves Gary Payton's defense enough to where you would expect he's going to put him on Kate. So it makes sense that Gary Payton's starting too. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Golden State. Like, I think it's more of a thing where he kind of wants to see these young guys play a little bit and have a chance. And Detroit's a perfect spot because he probably thinks they have a good chance against this team, even without his main guys.
A couple things. Yeah. Sorry, Tony, go for it.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, I agree. The young guys. I played Kuminga yesterday because 2 games ago, I watched him get decent run. I don't remember who they played now. Whoever they played before that, though, he played really good 2 games ago, and I liked what I saw. I played him yesterday. So if I played him yesterday, I can't wait to come back and play him today when he's coming off the bench and completely hidden on this slate where just no one's going to use these guys if they don't start. He does carry some risk for sure. I mean, when they don't start, we talk about this a lot. This is a little different where I think they want to get some young guys too, like JSU said. And people are going to play guys like Birch and stuff. I see the question in chat, Kuminga or Birch. This isn't a Birch slate for me. Yesterday was more of a Birch slate for me. This slate is about upside more than the consistency. Birch is going to get you a good consistent number. Kuminga could get you high, 30s. I don't think Birch is going to get you there. Sure, Kuminga could also get you 5. Like, I'm well aware of the upside and downside of what he could do, but yeah, I'll roll the dice with people like that tonight.
Corey Holt, guys.
Hold on 1 sec. Yeah. I remember the first game of the season Golden State was playing. Jonathan he was being talked about because he was in the G League. And they just didn't have minutes for him. They had Toscano Anderson. I think he just played so well. They ended up bringing him up about like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, or around there. And they haven't been able to be like, okay, we're going to put you back down. They just kept him because he's been playing so well. The game you're referring to was the game against Brooklyn, I think, where he played 19 minutes, which I think was the most run he got. Yeah, he was the most run he got pretty much all year so far in the NBA. And yeah, you're right. He played really well. I thought he kind of popped off to me when just kind of watching it on TV, just being like, oh, this guy, he's got some skill. Like, he definitely has some skill, can play defense, definitely a raw basketball player, but someone who down the line could be really good and someone that why wouldn't it make sense for him to get more run in this type of spot? So I'm with you. But yeah, the Golden State side has to be the most talked about side because it's got to be the most popular spot on this slate, right, Tony? Just looking at it.
Them and the Nets for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. The Nets. So what do you think of, so we got them, the Nets. Last slate, big slate, it was Dallas. And it was Dallas in this exact same matchup.
Yeah, I like these teams way better than Dallas as far as like what they're going to do, just because I think you can pinpoint it a lot better. Dallas, Porzingis and Brunson.
I think you can pinpoint Dallas, though, right? Like Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, with those top 2 guys, but everyone's going to play them. Whereas in these spots, there's just not enough spots. You can't play all these guys, so you can get a little bit better. I like these spots better. It could be just me.
That's
I
fair.
still don't love the Dallas. Dallas just isn't a team I vibe with very much. So that's probably why too.
Me and you both. I don't really love Dallas as a team either. I'm just saying, I think it all runs through pretty much Brunson, Porzingis, and then to a lesser extent, Tim Hardaway. But you're right. They're not as cheap as Brooklyn, where you got Harden and then everyone else is like 4K or less. You know what I mean? Like they're not as cheap as those type of teams. You got Golden State, it's Poole and Wiggins, and then everybody else is just ridiculously cheap. So I get what you're saying. The slate is going to be focused on those two games. I'm just saying, with all the value, I don't think people should just discard Porzingis and Brunson with all this value on the slate. Like, we got a ton of value. Jokic is obviously on the slate. He's questionable. I think he plays. I don't know. You guys are more kind of holding. You're tuned into the Denver side, being in Denver. Tony, I know you know some people in Denver, and I mean, is this an injury that we have to be like worried about? Or
they want to sit him games this year though too. Like, they don't want him to play every game. So part of the issue for me is, with all this value, if I knew he was for sure in and healthy, I would play him, of course, with all this value. But part of the issue is they want to sit him at times, and he's still really expensive. So, I mean, you need he's not like Jokic before, where you can get in the 50s and be, I mean, at 12K, he's got to be mid 60s. So I think I'm just going to fade it. But if you guaranteed me he was in, I'd play him for sure. So it's a thin line, but with the risk of the injury and wanting to sit, and it's a tough pivot. If I heard them talking about it on the earlier show, if you play him, you can 2v2 some pivots. But I mean, people that have watched I just don't like to. K Fallick, if we had him on here, he could talk. He loves those freaking pivots like this. But
I mean, Tony, it's good to see you.
Hey,
K Fallick, though, he likes the strategy.
He
likes the strategy of waiting and hoping he catches the nuts, because no one else is waiting like him to catch the nuts. He likes
tonight,
to catch
this is why I hate late swap though, because like tonight I got my kid's birthday party. It's just hard for me to sit there all night and wait for the Jokic news and then do all my pivots off the Jokic and someone else to it. It just puts me at a disadvantage against the Mangones and the people that can grind all night.
I love this slate so much.
Oh yeah, it's a great slate.
Can I read a couple of messages here, and then we'll get K Fallick's thoughts? Okay. This one came in a little while ago. Big Dick Nick, let Big T know you got his gift card and he wants to meet up with you this weekend. What are the chances of that?
I like Big Dick Nick, so decent chance.
Where's your birthday party at? Maybe you can stop by. The other one was Corey saying, guys, are we ready for Big T to say the slate just seems easy? How do you not just play Golden State and Brooklyn?
I hate to be redundant, but it is easy.
And
it's just a matter of a few spots. I mean, there's only a few decisions. I like slates where there's only a few decisions, and that's a slate like this.
That's great.
Like last night, there was a million decisions last night. Tonight, not as many decisions.
Okay.
Want to know why there isn't a million decisions? Can I jump in now?
Please, K Fallick, please.
The three Dallas guys are such elite plays in any situation, no matter what we're dealing with, because there is nobody except for James Harden that I feel confident paying up for. So you're stuck in a position where you're going to be playing this value, and you're stuck having to play pay up and pay up because you're playing four guys that are in the 3K to 4K range, and you're stuck playing many in the 10K range because you still like Jordan Poole, you still like Andrew Wiggins, you still like some other guys. That what becomes the elite route is playing a team like Dallas, playing all three guys, or at least two of those three guys, and just filling in, because their usage bump was monstrous from the game when Luke went in the past games when Luke wasn't in versus when he was in. They took, I've been looking at the numbers, but I should have written them down. Porzingis took 20 shots and had 32 usage. Brunson, which he's usually in like the 26 range, Brunson took 18 shots, 26 usage, usually in the 18 range. And Tim Hardaway Jr. took 23 shots, and he's in 28 and was in 20. And their prices barely went up. So what you can do, in my opinion, and I do also believe that the Phoenix guys are very much in play as well. DeAndre Ayton is an elite play tonight, and he's completely not forgotten, but he's going to be lower owned solely because of how you're structuring your lineups. And I also think that guys like Chris Paul and Devin Booker are really good plays tonight and are going to be forgotten. And it allows you to have 5 guys from that game that you feel good about, and then you're able to swap accordingly if guys don't play, like Jokic. If we get news in Toronto that they decide to do something that makes a guy elite as well, it allows for that fluctuation and those changes to be made if you need to. So what my plan is to play 4 or 5 guys from that game, and then play 3 or 4 guys from Brooklyn and Golden State.
The only thing I agree. First of all, I agree with you that Dallas. I already talked about it real quick. Those 3 guys. The problem is they don't have anyone else to actually take away from those 3 guys. The only way it happens is if they suck and they come out flat and Phoenix just stomps on them. If that game is relatively close, it's because of 2 or 3 of these 3 guys probably smashed. And that's the case you're looking at here with Dallas. So I do agree with you that they're very much in playing great plays. The Phoenix side, though, like, I think Ayton's price tag is fine. He doesn't show like the massive upside though that you want. Like, I don't know. Like I do think he's a play. Chris Paul and Devin Booker are thinner plays to me, K-Falic, I think. But just like with so many guards on this slate, it's such a guard heavy slate. I just can't. I don't know if I can play those guys over some of these other elite guards that we're gonna have. But
now AP's in here. Such an easy slate. It's so easy, Tony. You don't even need to pay attention after lock. Robert Williams is out. Dennis Schroeder is available to play tonight. That's the 2 things that have just popped up. I do want to ask you guys about LeBron. Do you have any interest if he plays tonight? Any of you 3? No, K-Falic, no Tony.
Yeah, so that's why I think that this route of playing these cheapies from all these teams and then paying up becomes so hard, because Giannis is I think overpriced for the matchup. If you're playing Giannis, you have to play some OKC pieces because you think it's going to be close. And that's the challenge there. Jokic for Denver is injured and possibly is too overpriced, as Tony said. And then you have these 3 LA Lakers guys that I don't think you can ever play them together at this price tag. It's just not worth it. And that's what makes this slate hard for me to want to play all of these cheapies. I want to hopefully grab the right ones.
Shout out to
I love my FanDuel team. I made the winner.
Otters is going. I got a build.
I'm already calling it. Made the winner
on FanDuel.
Yep.
Otter says I got a build where it leaves me like 6K.
You aren't leaving 6K in the NBA.
6K?
No, I say this in all the sports. What?
He says he's leaving 6K.
Yeah, like in all sports, I always say you can leave salary. NBA is not one of those sports. Like,
Devontae,
if you have 6K, you're going to play Giannis's floor, even in a blowout.
Wait. That's news. Devontae Graham ruled out is.
Yeah, he's out.
Literally just popped up. Yep.
Does that make Kira like who?
No, I think it just makes Ingram and a little better plays. Maybe Thomas Satoransky gets a minutes bump. Maybe Herb Jones gets a minutes bump. Josh Hart was already seeing a ton of minutes. Garrett Temple gets a minutes bump. I think it's minimum minutes bumps to like all those secondary pieces.
Okay.
Maybe Lewis gets a little too, but the question is, who do they start? Because they're going to start Brandon Ingram, Jonas, Josh Hart.
I could see it being
Satoransky, Temple. Could be Temple. They started Temple before.
But they need a point. They need a point. The problem is they need a true point guard against this.
Brandon Ingram can play with the ball in his hands, though, too. So, Yeah, I get what you're saying though. Shooting.
It's not important enough news for this slate, to be honest, when you think about it.
Wasn't that our big bet today?
I will say though, I do think that just like it makes maybe Brandon Ingram a little better of a play. No,
I don't know. Maybe. Allie McCann's pick today was Brandon Ingram over 22.5. I don't know where she came up with it, but wonderful now. 22.5 points.
I think he's going over it. Yeah, I think it was a sharp bet. She must have known that Graham was going to be out too.
That's what she was doing.
No, and Tony, our bet is currently not available on FanDuel tonight right now.
If he hits it and we don't get in, I'm going to be so pissed.
Well, I'm already in, so it should be there.
What's your bet?
We're doing Lonzo Ball triple
again
double.
With the triple double.
We're doing it until he wins. Holden, we're not quitters.
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
90-1.
Yeah.
Not 90-1.
Oh, it's
how many times have you played it?
Again, guys.
We've only played it like 4 times or something.
You got like another 80 times until it's.
That's why we're gonna keep playing it. He's got a triple double at some point.
He's got.
I don't know if I'll keep on playing it once Vucevic comes back. But
we're playing it. We're committed.
I have no problem.
He's gonna get us one.
So throw $10 tonight, guys, into Lonzo 90-1 odds on the triple double. Just keep on doing it. We're gonna.
I'm committed.
You got to commit to this bit then.
I mean, if he doesn't get a triple double all season and we lose like 10K or something, whatever we lose, then so be it.
Yeah, just yell at Phallic. It's his fault.
He's got to get at least one triple double for us.
You would think.
Yeah,
90-1. Holy shamoly. All right, so Devontae Graham is out. K Phallic is hanging with us today. We got the stars in the chat today. AP, JT Hayes is in the chat. They're all hanging out with us today, trying to win some money. Let's go and get some questions here, guys. So if we haven't answered the questions, just post them again. Boats and Hose wants to know, is Porzingis unplayable on FanDuel at 9K?
Is he unplayable?
Yeah,
no, he's not. He's not unplayable.
He's just better on DraftKings.
Yeah, he's a better play on DraftKings, but he's not unplayable on FanDuel.
All right. Barks wants to know Booker or Paul 1v1.
I'm going Paul personally.
Okay. Nitch doesn't have a question. He's just telling us it's Hart season. And then
Hart's been crushing too. I like Hart.
Yeah.
I don't dislike Hart. That's I think he's the only guy for the Pels that I'm considering, but the issue becomes that I'm removing a net or a Warrior.
What's the Brooklyn starting lineup going to be? Are they starting James Johnson or are they going to start LaMarcus Aldridge?
I would guess Aldridge personally.
I think James Johnson starts.
I think James Johnson too, but I'm not like 100% confident on it.
I'm very confident that it's Aldridge. So we'll have a little head-to-head matchup.
I mean, I'll be fine with it either way. I think all those guys get runs, so it doesn't really matter who starts. I think, they're not trying to give.
It matters who starts for the Aldridge situation, because if he doesn't start, I don't think he's a very good play. But if he does start, he is.
No, I don't think so against Orlando, because they always play big. They play Franz Wagner at the 3 and the 2 behemoths 4 and 5, Wendell and Bamba, and they all play around 30 minutes. So I don't think it's going to hinder LaMarcus Aldridge. But again,
I'm scarred from Aldridge. Old. If that bastard doesn't start, I'm not playing him. I'll tell you that. I'm scarred from him.
Here's the thing is James Johnson's older, Blake Griffin's older, LaMarcus Aldridge. This is a regular season game. They're not going to want to push those guys crazy minutes. Like, I can't see one guy just playing a mat. I think they all play like 25 to 30 minutes. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's like where one of them just sees 38 minutes and one of them sees like 18. I think they all get like spread around, but they all get like a decent enough minutes at their price tag to hit.
Okay, we've got Anthony. I get it. Mills or Payton or both. That's a tough one for me. That's what he said. Mills or Payton or both.
Payton.
I love Patty Mills so much. I must have a different take than you guys on Brooklyn. I love Patty Mills in this game.
I just think all the usage go. I think that this is James Harden taking big usage type of spot, and that's
you don't have a different take. I just think Gary Payton II is better than even people really realize.
Glock
Definitely raw for sure.
Glock said, did they take the Lonzo bet off a sports book so we don't go broke betting triple doubles?
If they take that bet off, I'm going to be freaking tilted. They better leave that thing up.
They
it
knew
was
they
all-
took
it
your
was
money.
down most of the day.
Yeah, that's
so
my
funny.
game.
I swear, I will lose my mind if we don't get it one time and he hits
I
it.
know.
I will go on stone tilt.
I know.
I'll be like NBA chat in the middle of a slate if that thing goes
God.
off and he hits a freaking triple double.
What book you got at, Phallic? Or trying
It's
to
on.
get
It's
at?
on FanDuel.
FanDuel again.
I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas in the middle of December, so I get to throw like 1,000 on it. Then hopefully they'll have the prop on a book somewhere.
Macho Man, Damon Lee and Brunson. So Lee and Brunson or Brown and Hardaway. 2v2. Lee, Brunson, Brown, Hardaway.
Lee, Brunson, Brown, Hardaway.
I'd prefer one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's real close. So I'll lean 1 too.
And then another 2v2. Bridges, Cunningham, or Poole, Ingram. Bridges, Cunningham, Poole, Ingram. Poole, Ingram. Ooh. What you got, boys?
Poole, Ingram.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Let's see. I'm hungry. LMO, Big T is hilarious. Fuck it. I just bet the triple double too. Where'd you find it? If you just
FanDuel.
bet the triple double, please let us know where you bet the triple double. Because we can't find the triple double. Where did you find the triple double? It's a good question.
How do we? Eric Crane is giving us some. We're good looking on chat. I think I feel very special right now.
Eric Crane's in here?
Eric Crane's in chat.
Yeah, he got in the Discord earlier in the week. He was in there. He wanted to get in. He was posting windmill gifts. He's ready.
I love Crane. All right.
Yeah, what's up, Crane? We like Crane. We are Crane friendly here. No doubt about it. Mills or Bruce Brown?
Bruce Brown.
Mills.
Is Harden a lock?
No.
I think if you're not playing Jokic and you're looking like, I think if you're spending up, it's Jokic or Harden.
So that's what I was gonna say. It's all about route and build structure that you're doing. That's what I'm trying. I think that people are going to hammer these 3K guys, which I think again is not a wrong play, but it's who you're then spending up for is your challenge. So how many 3K, like Tony, how many 3K guys? I know you're hammering 3 in the 4K range. How many are you playing?
I just love that you're on the mid range today. It's my
I'm not on the mid range. I'm on a mixture.
It's
I'm
my
on a
favorite
different
part of
mix.
these shows.
I'm on 3. I'm on.
We got like
Tony. You know what? You told me to help you out here at times.
We got like
I'm holding you back
33K
right
guys.
now. No. I'm holding you back right now. All right. I'm like the guy. I'm
Tell
I got
K
both my
Phallic to play
hands
the
out.
studs.
I got my feet against
I
the
don't know who
wall.
the studs
Tony's
are.
here.
It doesn't. One of them. I mean, some of the stuff. This is the thing, though. Okay, Phallic. Some of the studs are going to crush tonight, and at least a few of the 3K guys are going to crush. So it's going to be impossible to ship with the mid. I think in the mid.
I'm not playing mid. You're not. I'm not.
Yeah,
playing
but
mid.
like if these 3K guys get in the 30s, which they're going to, even if these studs get 50, you're going to ship with them. It's
Next
just
question.
math. I'm a big math guy, you guys know. A huge math guy.
You're a big math guy. What a nerd.
I'll tell you a guy that's going to crush tonight, for the record, is Cole Anthony, the dude we've talked about. He is going to nuke tonight.
You love that guy.
He's a hooper.
He's going to crush versus Harden. He's going to eat him up.
Yeah, I mean the kid's a stud too, right? He was
gonna
in North
crush.
Carolina, if I remember correctly, and I don't know if he lived up to the billing there, but boy, is the kid, he's playing here. No question about it. Matt S. Any love for Suggs at 3.8K tonight? He thinks it should be easy to score for Suggs tonight. 3.8K Suggs, yes or no?
I just don't think it's the right slate, but I'm a fan of Suggs. I've played him a decent amount. I just don't think it's the right slate. I wouldn't hate it though. Like if you played him, I think Orlando's in I've fallen in love with Orlando a little bit. Some of these younger guys.
I'm with Tony. Just the wrong slate, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
KML.
I also love that I'm being considered being contrarian tonight, which I don't feel like I am.
You can't help it. It's just
I'm playing chalky guys. I'm playing guys that are going to be like I'm
This is
playing
what I've
these
been trying
Dallas
to
guys.
tell you, though. You don't realize you're in the thing where you just can't help but be contrarian. It's just
I'm playing Dallas guys.
Yeah, but
Can I ask you guys a question here? What is it when they're a bot in there? What does that mean? They're a bot. They're not a real person.
that means, so everyone asked this. I'm glad you brought this up because I've been wanting to say this on. It's when they talk on the like show part. I think is when it comes up like that.
Okay.
Instead of just directly in the chat. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, you're right. It's you're in there's a Discord option on the show. Under the show, there's a Discord option, and they're logging into that and pulling themselves into there.
Okay. So Steve is calling out JSU. Listen to this, JSU. JSU loves his FanDuel lineup. Where's the core plays then?
The non-news.
I'm
I'm readjusting with some New Orleans news.
There you go, Steve. He's readjusting. Hey, K Fowler.
Listen, I would say though, I'm not doing my job if I don't go through everything after news pops out. It's not my fault. I did not think Devontae Graham was going to sit, just to be honest. But
I didn't hear anybody thinking they were. Hey, K Fowler, KML wants to know Tatum Porzingis or Horford Jokic FanDuel.
The challenge is if you play Jokic, are you going to be willing to what is the change you're going to make? So I'd be going with number one because I don't see a viable route because I don't know what your route is to get off of Jokic if he's out.
For sure, if you play Jokic, you need to have at least a 2v2 ready, and one of them should be Barton, theoretically. And someone else.
For sure. It's a 2v2 or a 3v.
I mean, what is the pivot? Just because people are going to ask this all night. Like, what is the 2v2 from when do they play? 9 o'clock on? Do like Porzingis and something. Like Porzingis and Barton.
I was just going to say, if you go Porzingis Barton. So if you go Porzingis Barton, all right. So Barton is 6,400, Porzingis 9K on FanDuel. That would
Jokic and a 3K guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's the exact price?
Well, you have guys like JaMychal, like Chicago. You could play guys like JaMychal Green. You could play guys like Jeff
What's
Green.
the exact price, though, just so we can have a
Jokic
2v2.
is 11.3 and Will Barton is 6.4.
Jokic is 12K, I think.
No, on
12K
FanDuel.
on DraftKings.
Oh, yeah, I was talking DK. I didn't know we were talking.
Either way, it's the same thing. Okay, 2v2s on FanDuel on DraftKings doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to have salary left
Barton over. And Jokic and a 3K, whoever it is.
Connor, Kuminga or Bielitsa on DK, or as many would call him
Kuminga.
Yeah, we all like Kuminga, I think. I mean,
Kuminga.
I don't like Bielitsa on this slate. We all kind of have liked Bielitsa at times, but I just don't know if it's the right slate for him. I've burned myself so many times with these bench guys in these spots. Man, I just play the starters, I think. I don't know. Is anyone on Cade tonight, K Falik Burner? Of course we're on Cade. This is the Cade show. They're playing the backups from the freaking Golden State. How can we not like Cade? At least I like Cade. You know I like him.
You guys, everybody likes Cade, right?
Too.
Yeah.
Cade's going to be low owned tonight.
Hey, Falik?
I like him. I don't know if I'll end up on him.
Okay.
I've played him every slate, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Like if you were choosing between Cade and Jalen Brunson, give me Jalen Brunson tonight. That's just
I'm taking Cade for sure.
I know you're taking Cade, but I'm taking Jalen Brunson.
Hey,
it's funny you say that too, because like literally when I'm doing my projections right now, and it keeps like because there's 64 and 67, so it literally is like teetering. I have to decide who I want projected higher.
What do you have projections for these New Orleans guys now that the news is in yet? I need to look. I haven't.
Yeah.
By the way, two guys said they got the 90-1 bet on FanDuel, so I don't know. Nice. Anthony, how many Brooklyn players is too much? It's our favorite question.
RG has Sato listed at 31 minutes.
I mean, how many Brooklyn players is too much? I do think he could start.
How many Brooklyn guys? 4. I'd say 3, 4.
3.
I think he could play 4.
4. Peyton or Bruce Brown from the Green Ranger? Peyton or Bruce Brown?
I'm gonna go Peyton, but
So
Let's go
I'm
with
leaning
Mike
Bruce
Core.
Brown due to his small forward eligibility personally.
Dude,
So the hard part for me, just putting these numbers in it as we go, so I can put the core up, is so you got Jordan Poole, Cade Cunningham, and Brunson all in the 6Ks, all very similar plays to me as far as projections. So
maybe the mid tier is pretty solid because those three are really good plays.
yeah, but that's my point though. They're still like, even if they have a good game, you're only picking up. They're supposed to get low 30s. You get 40, you're picking up 10 points of equity, basically. The 3K guys, you're picking up 20 points of equity.
JSU, do you like any Raptors? Starter's going to see 35 plus minutes. That's from Corey.
I mean, if you landed on like a Fred VanVleet, I wouldn't mind it. Siakam, if they started the small lineup, I would really like it with and Siakam was like the 5. Just tough on this slate for sure. But again, that's another pivot where like if you got stuck on Jokic and let's just say he's out and you pivoted to Barton and you needed someone a little more expensive, but in that like upper 8K range, like that's where Fred VanVleet, Pascal, who's center eligible as well on DK. I think that's more where those Toronto guys could come into play for you. But yeah, I do have a little bit of interest just because I know they'll come in really low owned. And the one thing about the Raptors guys, you can book them for big minutes in close games. Close games, those dudes will be out there playing massive minutes.
C. Ferrick, LMA and PG or Ayton and Porzingis? LMA PG, Ayton Kristaps, Porzingis. Don't everyone give an opinion on this one.
Give me 1 second. Sorry,
Second one. I just gave you my
Jax. Is that Crane? Jax is Crane?
Yeah.
He said I looked like I shit myself when they said I was in it. I did, man. I like you. I'm happy you're in here.
I don't even see. Where's he typing at? I don't see him in
I don't know.
here.
And then he said we're a bunch of sexy people too. So
where? I don't see Jax
in the
anywhere.
chat.
Is he in the live show chat?
Live show chat.
Tony
Where?
doesn't look in the live show chat.
I literally have had it up the whole show. I don't. What is freaking Holden like a half hour behind? Where's the where?
Because I got to get all these guys
I literally
questions.
don't see it anywhere.
I got to get all these guys questions.
Time.
We're talking about fucking. I don't even know what we're talking about here. So we'll keep going. Okay. Bielitsa, Kuminga, or JTA from Niche. Bielitsa, Kuminga, or JTA?
I prefer Kuminga due to upside personally. JTA is your safer option, I think, due to him starting.
Chup wants to hear Fallick's takes without getting cut off. Fallick, what do you think about Cole Anthony? Just fucking with you. All right, let's go back to the question. See what I mean there? You see what I did there, buddy? You see what I did? We don't give a shit. You know, yeah, we already heard you talk about that. KP or Sabonis from the Cheeser?
I think Sabonis is not a good play right now with how Indiana's using him.
Okay. Otter wants to know if you guys have any Paul George love.
I got all the studs because I'm playing the 3K guys.
Okay. Pistons are going with Killian Hayes, Cunningham, Bay, Grant Stewart. Pacers got Brogdon, LeVert, Duarte, Sabonis, and Turner. Big T, who's your favorite 3K guys from Twins fan?
Working on my numbers, so I don't have all the get back to me in a second here. I'm almost done with my numbers.
M. Westlake, ask your question again about his favorite studs.
If you ask me some names, I'll rank them. I just don't have the exact list up on my screen right now.
Who's your favorite studs besides Harden? M. Westlake asked you that, and then the 3K guys. So
yeah,
whatever.
I mean, if people give me names, I'll definitely rank them. The price ranges are key too tonight, just because, I mean, you could get down to questions where it's Giannis or Paul George. It's a 2K difference, and it's like I'd probably just take the raw points.
Best ceiling on DK from Nate: Porzingis or Ingram?
Porzingis.
Shit my beds, Benjamins. Broskies. The optimal is give me a lot of Aldridge. What are your thoughts? Can I do a lineup with Jokic and Hart together? So what do you think of Aldridge?
That he starts, and if he starts, he's a great play.
Okay. Bruce Brown or Duarte, DKGPP from JMVP.
You're not using Duarte on this slate.
Yeah.
I don't even know who else you said in that question, but you're not using Duarte.
Bruce Brown.
Let me see here. Ingram or Van Vliet, DK Cash. Who has the higher floor?
We are not the right guys to ask.
Well, who just a floor? Who has a higher floor?
What was the question?
Who has a higher floor between Van Vliet or Ingram?
He wants to know for Cash.
Yeah, I mean, probably Ingram.
Yeah, check the Cash chart too. Yeah, see if they're on there. NYG fan, is it worthwhile to play Cade Cunningham on DK as a run back, or is it one?
Yep. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Leave that.
I think the best combo is Cade and Poole.
Any swinger meetups? No, Sean. It's going to be a very low key weekend. Bruce Brown, THT or Hart in a DK GPP. Brown, THT, Hart. You guys love the Hart. Is Hart the play?
Hart is a good play.
All right. Let's go with the Hart. Boats and Hoes, Porzingis or Sabonis. We just answered that one.
No, you didn't ask Sabonis and Porzingis, at least not to me. I definitely like Sabonis more. You guys like Porzingis more than Sabonis, even raw points?
Yes.
I don't think that question was asked, but
it was a different guy last time.
Okay.
It was asked.
You guys both like him more raw points, not talking salary?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to invest my 100 that I peeled K Fallick from yesterday with my defense scoring a 28 piece and Mike Davis scoring 1, baby. Woo!
Would you like to
respond?
Sabonis versus Porzingis. Let's go. Fire that Huddy back at me.
All right.
Double or nothing. 200 or 0.
I Parker, Brunson or THJ 1v1.
Brunson or THJ?
Yeah.
Brunson
is the play there.
Brunson.
Is Bielitsa getting any run in this Golden State game?
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna get run.
Okay.
He gets run every time they play.
Yeah. Those guys are all gonna get run. They're gonna run out there, 9 or 10 guys. They're all gonna get some run.
Brunson or THJ. There's our man Jack who is really Crane. That's nice to see. Smitty's throwing the ball, brother. Parlay triple double. $10 to win 9,700. Book it. All right. Good luck with that.
I hate that.
Yeah,
970 to 1. It's pretty wow. The real question is if RPS is raising the monthly sub price now that Big T is a movie star.
Yes. The answer is TBD, but I will say Big T is moving the buck. Big T.
Gosh, here we go.
Are you getting a big head, Tony?
Yeah, pretty big.
I started it too.
A toupee head.
Oh, I started it, and it's just
right.
It's gonna go viral, Tony. It's gonna go viral. This guy.
My core is up. I'm happy to give a little real quick. Jalen Brunson, Porzingis, Gary Payton, Bruce Brown, DeAndre Ayton. And I want to just say to add in another one, your 6th core play for those that are watching is one of Jordan Poole or Andrew Wiggins. Jordan Poole or Andrew Wiggins.
Please make it Poole instead of Wiggins. Please.
Stop it, Tony.
For me, please just make it Poole.
Stop.
Don't
make it Wiggins.
Don't force him. Don't do what you do.
Please just make it Poole. Whoever's watching, please just pick Poole over Wiggins.
It's a shame, K Fallick. It's a shame.
I want another Hundy.
I feel bad for K Fallick.
I'm not asking for Poole over Wiggins.
He doesn't
Tony
care.
just bullies him constantly.
Who? What do you mean?
Ridiculous.
I like K Fallick the most of anybody.
I know you do, but you bully him the most. That's how I know you like him the most.
I miss the old days where we
like
the same guys. I miss those days.
Fallick, why don't you just come on?
I think we like a lot of the same guys.
Yeah, just come on after Tony posts his core, and then just say every play is exactly who you were on, and then it'll stop.
Only problem is this core gets posted 5 minutes before lock. So
there you go.
I've been so close to run my numbers. This is why it happens. I'm still not done.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Let Tony marinate. JSU, you got a question specifically for you. Do you like Horford on FanDuel?
I'm not on Horford, but they're out Robert Williams, so I do think you can play him.
K Fleek, your burner wants to know LMA and Griffin. Is that cool in the same lineup?
I don't personally like it. I understand it, but I don't trust the minutes with these bigs.
All right. Niche says he has 4.2K left on DK and utility. Do I go Blake or somebody better? I already have Brown.
Somebody
better.
My core is Gary Payton Jr. or Gary Payton in there if you want to play him.
Okay. All right.
I hate those questions.
K Hill.
Somebody better.
Dort and Kuminga or Hart and JTA?
Hart and JTA.
Is Kuminga
unless again,
FanDuel?
Real quick, unless you think that Milwaukee game stays close, and then Dort is probably one of the reasons that the game stays close. I just don't see it.
Is Kuminga viable on FanDuel? I feel like we've talked about Kuminga quite a bit. Do you want to just say it again, K Fallick? Is Kuminga viable on FanDuel? Yes. 1v1 from Styes. Mills or Peyton? Straight up on DK. Ooh, good question.
Oh, I want to hear Tony on this one. Mills or Peyton?
He's trying to get his projections up there, K Fallick.
Yeah, no, he's already said this. I know his answer. He thinks Mills is the better play.
He loves Mills.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay, K Fallick.
No, it's okay. I was just trying to answer it because I know he already said it.
Okay.
Jicky, to be fair, K Fallick said a sixth core play is an either or option. Great conviction. Sean T knows which route you're going, so I'm looking forward to hearing about that. JSU, Ace King Trader wants to know over under 30% exposure to LMA in an MME.
If he starts, I'd be fine going over it, honestly.
Birch or Juan
What time
Toscano?
is this Nets game? 7:30?
7:30.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes after.
LeBron James will play.
Yeah, he's in.
How many 7 o'clock games are there?
Two. It's
a couple.
Charlotte and Golden State.
So that takes away 3 of your 10K and above plays, Tony, with with LeBron starting. You can't. There's no way you're playing Anthony.
I
Davis.
wasn't playing those 3 anymore. Well, I mean, I was assuming he was in. If he somehow didn't play, then yeah.
That takes away 3 of them, and Jokic being in or out.
Yeah, Jokic isn't in my player pool either. So
is Giannis in your playing pool?
I got guys I like that you guys haven't even talked about, like Tatum. I like Tatum with Jaylen Brown out.
I think he's viable.
I like. I'm literally running it right now. So,
but this is like Tony's builds. You can know based off of this slate that he was going this way with how much value.
100%.
There's only so many studs, but you can just rotate a few of these studs in and out, and he knows that.
I can't wait to see what
Tatum's going to be low owned. George is going to be low owned. Like all the stud, like Harden is going to be for sure highly owned, but
yeah, Harden's going to be really high.
Some of these studs will not be high.
Oh no, we just got called, Tony. We just got called Skip and Shannon. This is not good.
It's very hurtful.
Not good mojo.
Who the fuck said that? Seriously, Lord Nikon? No. Don't.
Bad
First of all,
mojo.
Shannon Sharp's a fucking piece of shit, and none of these guys are pieces of shit. Okay, don't you fucking bring Shannon Sharp into this conversation. You're a horrible person. Anyways, Ingram or Van Vliet? Calico Tony Live. Ingram or Van Vliet?
We got asked this earlier, and the answer is still that, in my opinion, Van Vliet is the safer option. Ingram has potential upside, while Van Vliet also has upside.
Twins fan, Birch or Toscano Anderson?
I'll go JTA, but I don't think this is a slate for either, really. I guess JTA is very in play.
You are not playing LeBron James, are you, K. Fallick? No, don't do it. I hope K. Fallick gets all 3 of your addresses and sends you a shit turd wrapped as a Christmas present. Thank you, Nape. Appreciate that. Bogart, is it okay to play 4 Warriors on FanDuel?
I think it's more viable on FanDuel because you have 9 slots.
Okay. Felix, loves the Tatum call, Big T. So, they love it. That's good. We know who touched Holden wrong in the bathroom. Shannon Sharp. Definitely going Dale Doback over Brendan Huff, Matt. It's not even close. Guys, we've got about 9 minutes to lock. You want to get some more questions in? We'll do that. Ship by Benjamins. Can I play Paul George and Tatum together? Or should I play Paul George and Tatum together?
Sure. If
Sure,
you're
why
playing
not?
if you're playing that script, then play them together.
What else are you going to do tonight? Hornets, Ball, Rozier, Hayward, Bridges, Plumlee. Ball, Rozier, Hayward, Bridges, Plumlee. We know there's no Graham. Brunson and didn't we just Brunson and Porzingis okay in the same lineup?
Yeah, he's in all my they're in all my lineups together. So
your core's in there, K Falk. I'm just gonna start peppering you with these. Hart and Grant or Saboner and Kuminga. Hart and Grant, Saboner, Kuminga.
It's Grant, Jeremy Grant. Has to be, right?
It has to be. Yeah, K Falk.
Yeah.
I'll go 2.
Nape, can you fly to the Bermuda Triangle and get out of my life? You send me a ticket and I will gladly go to the Bermuda Triangle. It is beautiful down there. Bunch of wonderful beaches, pal. Love it down there, Nape. Talking shit to Big T and Phallic, you must be holding these nuts. Okay. Hart and Cade or Ingram and Mills, K Phallic. Hart and Cade or Ingram and Mills.
Give me Hart and Cade.
Over Ingram and Mills. Okay.
I'm just going to keep on pressing refresh or publish when Big T and JSU post any of their core pieces. So just keep on refreshing your page.
Seconds.
Well, JSU has this whole FanDuel core in. Big T has this whole FanDuel core.
I know, but they're waiting for DK as well, and there's 5 minutes to lock. So
there's 7 minutes to lock.
Yeah, there's 7 minutes. K Phallic, stop rushing us right now. You're putting a lot of pressure on us.
A lot of pressure right now. I'm feeling
sorry.
I mean, Tony, what is this bullshit? K Phallic,
I'm trying to help the members.
He's supposed to help us, and he's really putting the pressure on us.
Kevin, look at what JSU is doing instead of building his core right now. He is scalding you.
This is true, actually. You're fucking this shit up right now.
One more piece. You got this.
Votes and O's. K Phallic, Ingram, Bamba, or Porzingis and Wiggins. FanDuel.
Porzingis, Wiggins for me.
Porzingis, Wiggins. Does anyone think D. Lee can be a good piece? Even though he's not starting.
Of
course, K. Felique's burner. Of course, K. Felique says. Do you like having a burner account on here?
I don't know. It's fine. I don't really understand it, but it's fine.
Well, it's out there because people think that you're actually running the thing. You're asking yourself questions.
Oh, okay.
Because you cannot prove that you are not K. Felique's burner. Correct?
All right. So I'm going to cut you guys off here. So I am going to go with, even though I really think that James Johnson could start, but does make more sense that they start LMA. And if they do, my core is going to be LMA, Poole, Brown, Harden, and Gary Payton. And if they don't start Aldridge and they start James Johnson, I'm going to plug in James Johnson in my core. So that'll just be something for us to wait on. And I see Tony's core's up too, and his core is similar to mine. So we both have Gary Payton. We both have Harden. We both have Jordan Poole. We both have Aldridge. The only difference is,
I mean, Aldridge that's what you were saying, the same thing. Like, I'm not going to play him if he's not starting. So we got to wait for that news.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely, I wanted to make sure. So the only 3 guys I for sure know I want are the Golden State game's the early one, right? I'm making sure I got this where we want.
I just love that you don't have Patty Mills in your core over.
I want to, but I might have to not play Harden or something.
Yeah.
I think my core is definitely probably going to change. Well, if I was smart, I would just put up Cade, Poole, and Payton. Those are the only 3. I'm just looking at these early games. Cade, Poole, and Payton, and then adjust here by 7:30. That's actually going to be my plan. So if you want my core for both sites, Cade, Poole, Payton, And let's react after that.
Cade, Poole, Peyton.
Just because, I mean, some of these pieces, I just don't. I know for sure I want those three. Those are the only three early guys. I will have some other guys, but for the most part, that's where I want to be.
Tony, Nape wants to know why you think Mills is better than Peyton.
Because he's better at basketball at this point in time in his life.
WC,
I mean, Peyton is in my core and Patty isn't. So maybe I'm conflicting myself, but it's more of the start time than anything. I don't know. They're both good plays.
WCJ as a run back from Zwickler. Anyone?
I don't like the run backs from Orlando personally.
Does Golden State play the early game too? Man, I got tons of Bielisa.
Yes, Golden State, Detroit play early. Patty Mills in Brooklyn play at 7:30.
I got a shitload of Bielisa from my script, and I don't even have him projected that high. So that tells me he might be a really good play tonight.
But let me ask a question. Just real quick, because I know you have 2 minutes. If Jokic is out, doesn't that elevate guys like Jermichael Green above Bielitsa? And is that
not for me? It doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, I don't love
without Zeke.
Who's going to create offense for him?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, with the start times too, it's an impossible question, anyways, because once Bielisa's gone in 1 minute, he's gone.
I guess you don't have time because you have a birthday party tonight.
I mean, even if I didn't, though, I could sit here. Like, once Bielisa's gone and these value guys are gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
I might have to play Bielisa.
I think there's a lot of value late that is going to be ignored potentially between Jokic.
Might crush tonight, too. I might play Sabonis.
Sabonis could crush. He is the one guy that I don't have that. He could definitely crush.
Schroeder, Smart, Tatum, Grant Williams, Horford. That is the Celtics starting lineup tonight. No Kuminga? Question mark from WKJ. Tony, he goes, no Kuminga? Question mark.
I don't know. I got him in my player pool. I don't know. No. Bielisa at forward for sure. I would play Bielisa. I'm going to play Bielisa at forward.
Will Aldridge PG-13 be a better 2v2 than Porzingis and Ayton?
That's if he asked if LMA starts. If LMA starts. I've already answered. So JSU and Big T is who he's asking.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably what?
The first, he said the first one, right?
Aldridge PG-13.
The Aldridge one. Yeah,
Aldridge okay.
It was a yes/no question. I will give JSU that.
Thank you. I thought I was going nuts for a second when you looked at me
I'm an
funny.
idiot.
I was like,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It was
Parker. He already said to put Bielitsa in the forward position, power forward, not the center.
That's where I played him, just because center. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's all going to depend on who Brooklyn goes with at different spots.
There's so many friggin' good guards on this slate.
That's what was killing me. That's why I honestly think, well, not on FanDuel because Harden's so cheap, but on DK, you could talk me into fading Harden just because of ownership, where you can play all these guards and you can play guys like Tatum that are going to be totally unowned. And if you think that Tatum outscores Harden game, you outscore the field and your roster construction's different.
Anthony Davis will start officially.
All right, I'm leaving in 3 minutes, but let's play the ownership game on this beautiful Friday night in this interesting spot of Golden State having a lot of players locked. So let's start off with the non-Golden State guy, Cade Cunningham.
Phew, old Cade. I got Cade 57% in my builds.
He's not that.
He's got to be 20%.
Holden.
12.
27.3.
17.03%. So Tony gets the first point.
Yes, sir.
Wait. 12. Let's do math here. 12 and 23. How
He
do I
said
not-
20.
You said
Yeah,
23.
get off here, JSU.
No, you said
JTA.
I did.
23.
Get out of here, JSU.
Oh,
Juan Toscano Anderson.
bullshit. 40.
Oh, God, way lower.
28.
27.
God damn you.
34.5.
No!
So JSU gets the win on that one.
Oh, I had
No,
that one.
Holden got the win.
Yeah, I did.
No, he did not. Y'all don't know math. All right. Gary
You're the only
Payton.
Jew that I've ever heard that says y'all, by the way.
Gary Payton. I'm from Houston, Texas. What do you expect?
You're the
Gary
only
Payton.
y'all Jew.
Gary Payton.
I think we're
40%.
higher on him than the field, so I don't know.
All
I
right,
hate
my
that
turn.
shit.
I'll go 16.9.
Tony.
That was a reluctant 16.9.
17.
Yeah.
JSU.
Also kind of got to poop.
30.
JSU wins again.
No, what do you mean
30%.
again? Again? What does again
Twice.
mean?
Let's go.
Whoa,
That was
whoa,
his
whoa,
first
whoa. We
win.
just got, hey,
No,
we just got
I
net
won last
starters.
one,
We
too.
just got net starters. Calm
God,
down,
and no,
folks.
neither one of our guys are starting for
Harden-
the Nets. We both lose.
Harden,
We all
Mills,
lose.
Harden,
Bembry,
Mills.
Brown,
Oh,
Griffin.
Wait. What? Wait.
Harden,
Harden,
Mills.
Mills, Bembry, Brown, Griffin.
Griffin.
Oh, now that's annoying.
Well, I'm glad I have
Oh.
Bruce Brown in my core.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
all right,
glad I
next
played
one.
Bielisa. I'll tell you that much because
I'll give
I don't.
two more
God.
ownership questions. Nemanja Bjelica.
I mean, I have him.
7.
No, way higher.
Tony.
20.
19.9.
Yeah, I'm glad you went under. I win for sure.
You definitely, it's 31 points.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he was so cheap as the
What was
last
Kaminga?
one.
Can we do Kaminga?
Kaminga had to be 0.
Yeah, I want to do
It
Kaminga.
already got posted in chat, so we can't do it.
Oh,
I'm
it did?
sure it
What
was
was
low
it?
though.
What was it?
2%.
Yeah, 2.
Last one, Jordan Poole.
He's my highest
Oof.
up guy at 84%. So
50.
I mean, he's got to be high. His projection was high.
So 50
I
for
don't know.
JSU, Tony.
I'll 49.
50.1.
Yes, hold it. I win again.
40,
I have to win that.
40.6.
Bullshit.
Yes,
Oh, God damn
I
it.
own you guys.
God
No,
damn
you
it.
didn't. What? Didn't we tie?
No, what tie?
I
I didn't
think
say the
he
same
won
thing
tonight.
as you.
I think
I
he
just won the
won.
last 2.
Yeah,
Oh.
Tony gets the W.
Yeah,
came
I
back.
do.
God.
Woo!
All right, guys.
Bullshit.
College
You
football
said
lock in less than
23.
1 hour. College football lock in less than 1 hour. Good 5-game slate tomorrow. Good old Tony. I call it Tony Day.
Yeah,
Non-stop,
favorite day.
non-stop Tony. College football, MMA, basketball,
yeah.
prep for football. What else do we have?
It's my favorite day, Saturdays. And it's
Yeah.
also why I get so tired by the end of Sundays because it's 2 straight days of battle.
All right, guys.
Yeah. So, see you, K Fowler.
Have
Bye,
a good one,
Fowler.
guys.
Hi, K.
Have a good
Fowler.
weekend.
So I'm going
Watch
way
low,
lower
Holden.
on LMA now. I don't know what JSU is going to do.
God, I can't play Sabonis now. Oh,
I
no,
played
this is
him. I got
tilting.
lucky, JSU.
Oh.
I played him on DK. So I got really lucky. I'll say this on the show. I got really lucky with my DK team because I played Sabonis and Bielitsa. And with this starting lineup from the Nets, I love Sabonis and Bielitsa way more.
Bastard, you. Yeah. I just looked and I was like, oh,
I'm probably
he's
going to
such a
take
good play now.
Aldridge. Aldridge is going to go from a core play to just, I'm not going to play him coming off the bench. I'm just not. JSU was right originally when all these dudes are going to play similar minutes. He's probably, I mean, he's not a bad play. I'm
going to say this. I don't think even now he's a bad play. I just don't know if I can keep him as a core play at this point. I did like, again, though, if you're playing a few lineups,
I got to answer this.
Yeah, if you're playing a few lineups, like I think you could still run LMA out there. I just can't keep him in my core after the news. So, let's see here.
Got a couple other questions, JSU. Actually, we have
Yeah, throw them out there.
Hart or Gary Trent Jr.
Hart. Ooh. That's a good
Hart?
question. That's close.
Your gut told you Hart.
It did, but there's a $600 difference in price. I think it's closer than.
Okay.
I'll go Trent. It is a good matchup against Sacramento too. I'll go
Okay.
Trent.
Dort or THJ on FanDuel from Connor.
With LBJ back and everyone starting, I'll go. Oh, they're still starting THJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a price difference there too.
While you're looking, yeah, we already talked about that Nets lineup, right? That was brutal.
I'll go Dort, I guess.
Dort's your
I
guy?
hate Dort.
I know you do. Are we absolutely fading LMA now?
No,
I don't think you
again,
have to fade him. Yeah.
You don't have to fade him. Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't.
His
think he's a
like security goes way down in my mind though. Like this is a game that they could punt big time too. I don't know. I actually like Harden a little less too with I don't know. I'm starting to try to talk myself into a Harden fade just because he's going to be so freaking high owned. And I do think there's bust potential. Like if they get down, they're going to punt this game. And I mean, they're not
going to
by
run
no
out.
means a lock in this game. I know they're favored by a decent amount, but I wouldn't be shocked if I actually like Orlando to win this game. So there's a bet for whoever's still watching this show. They're getting a bunch of points. They're giving too many points.
Tony,
A
so we just got
5-unit bet, Tony.
We just got Pelicans real quick. They're running out Saturansky, Alexander, Hart, Ingram, Valanciunas.
Sato's gonna crush and Hart's gonna crush.
Yeah, I like Hart.
What about Ingram?
You know who else could dominate here is Mo Bamba could absolutely just dominate in the paint against this Brooklyn team.
I like Orlando.
Him and Cole Anthony have to be good plays. They have to be really good plays on this slate.
Yeah, I mean, my only issue with Cole Anthony is the same damn problem. There's these guards. Like I don't have enough spots. That's another reason I keep trying to talk myself into fade. If I could just fade Harden, I can play all these other guys. And I don't know. I mean, it's harder on FanDuel because he's not even 10K. So it's like it's really hard to do it on FanDuel. And you got more flexibility on FanDuel because everybody's eligible at like every spot on the board. So you can do more. But DK, man, I definitely think it's viable here.
I'm still so pissed. I missed Sabonis blocked at 7. God,
it's just pure luck that I got him and Bielitsa. Like that's just when you run pure.
That's running pure, right? That's feeling good.
I just couldn't decide on these studs, and the power forward was given. I'm just like, I'll just play Sabonis. He's somewhat cheap. Like everyone on DK,
it was the smart play, man. It was definitely the smart play. That's for sure.
I mean, even if he doesn't show the ceiling we've seen, I mean, he can easily get in the 40s, which is, I mean, you don't need that crazy upside.
Dude. It's definitely like it's fine.
Before you guys go, can we get a Paul versus Booker thought from Barks?
I'm not playing those guys.
Yeah, I'm not on those guys either. Yeah.
Okay. Gary Trent versus Barnes on FanDuel from Zwickler.
Gary Trent
versus Barnes, FanDuel.
Barnes.
A West Coast Gem. Holden, can you ask JSU if he likes Holmes or the Magic Centers as a contrarian centerpiece?
Oh, Bamba. Yeah.
Bamba.
If you want a contrarian center.
Big T, I Parker. Are you cool with Tatum and Harden together on DK?
I'm good with any of the studs tonight for sure.
Okay. KML 2v2 on FanDuel. Hart Barton or Bembry Ingram? Hart Barton and Bembry Ingram.
I like Bembry a decent amount now that he's starting. I got to get him back in my player pool.
Yeah, Bembry is he's small forward eligible too.
Yeah, he's definitely in, and they've kind of liked him a little recently too. He's been getting a little bit more push.
He plays good defense. That's why I like. He's scrappy on defense.
All right,
All
Fibber. JSU, can I play JRE at center now?
JRE. No, I don't. Not on this. JRE. James Robinson Earl. I wouldn't do it. We got way too much good value on this slate. No, I'm off him.
Does Mills being in the lineup change his outlook at all? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
I
confused.
mean,
by
he's
that
starting,
question.
so right.
Yeah, you already liked him. So
Yeah, I mean,
now you like him more.
Yeah, I like the only guy I'm lower on is Aldridge. The only guy I'm higher on is Bembry because those were like I mean, even Blake Griffin is 4,100. I would play him over Aldridge now too with the starting news. I mean, he's 800 cheaper. I don't really want to play Blake either though, but I'd rather play Bembry than both. Bembry's 3K. Like you can play a 3K Bembry or a 5K Aldridge. Like I think Bembry's got more of a chance to play minutes too. Actually, as crazy as it sounds.
Giannis Bembry or Ayton Ingram from Earwig. Giannis Bembry, Ayton Ingram.
Giannis Bembry, Ayton Ingram.
Ayton Ingram.
Yeah.
Ayton Ingram. The dead horse beater wants to know Reggie Jackson or Trent for both you guys on DK.
Reggie Jackson.
And while they're thinking about that, Jicky, Cole Anthony season, yes. The official stance of Cole Anthony is that it is his season.
Trent.
I like
Trent.
him a lot.
Van Vliet or Anthony? Cole.
Cole.
Franz or Bruce Brown from Anthony? I just got that Anthony.
I
is
got Bruce
Anthony.
Brown in my core. So that's
Okay.
Tony.
How about fading Harden for Tatum and then play the dudes you want from Orlando?
Tony talked about it. I think it's very viable.
It's just where it comes down to your projections too. That's why I think you should use an optimizer because you can play around with the numbers and see what you need from each one of them. You're going to need less from Tatum. Like a lot of people will look at it raw points. Like if Harden gets 60 and Tatum gets 53, they'll think Harden was a better play. That's not always true because of how good guard is. If Tatum gets you 50, Harden gets 60, Tatum could still be a way better play because of what it gets you.
What was the other one here? There was a couple more questions. Harder Bruce Brown on FanDuel from Connor.
Hart or Bruce Brown?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a price difference, isn't there? What's the price?
He goes, I
difference?
know there's a price difference. LOL.
Yeah,
I
you
like
got
Hart way better. Yeah.
Hart, yeah.
Hart. Naw or Hart from Pinto.
Nah.
PG-13 is
I think it's
Hart's
close.
one of my favorite plays.
Hart.
I freaking love Hart tonight.
PG-13 or Tatum from Mary Ferguson.
Oh, Mary Ferguson.
Well, it's MF Ferguson, so I just
I love
decided
that.
she was.
Mary Ferguson.
Yeah, change your name.
I didn't
MF.
know. By the way, I didn't know that Leon started in season 6. I was watching some season 6 earlier. They were killing me. He's been on that long.
Have you not? You've seen it?
I've seen it, but I forgot he's been on that
Dude,
long. In my head, I
been-
was thinking he's only been there a few seasons.
like fucking 10 years, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously, it was forever. What was the lady's name too that he was dating? She was hot. Braxton something. Tony Braxton, maybe.
Yeah.
Siakam or Ingram? Oh, by the way, did you answer the question for Mary Ferguson? PG-13 or Tatum?
I like Tatum, but they're literally like the same play. I mean, either
Three
one.
Mary Fergusons? Yeah, we're probably gonna have a fourth. YT. Zwickler, Ingram, Bamba, or Barnes and Ayton? Ingram, Bamba, Barnes and Ayton.
Barnes and Ayton. I'm gonna go Ingram Bamba.
Sato versus Suggs, straight up from It's Uli.
I mean, they're not the same price either, but I'd probably say Sato, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I struggle with the ones that aren't the same price more than other questions because it's a matter of what it might get you up to.
Jokic, Hart, or Harden, Trent from Matt Ryan. Now you can't get
Jokic.
the Cole. It's Uli.
Jokic, Hart, or Harden, Trent. I think that's really close. The problem is I just don't know if Jokic is starting. If I knew Jokic was starting, it'd probably be the Jokic side, but I think the Harden side is just safer right now.
Like, what's Jokic going to be at if he plays?
I think he's going to be still popular because of how much value there is on the slate personally, but I don't know. Tony, what do you think?
What was it?
What do you think Jokic's ownership's going to be?
I mean, he's got to be low. I don't think it's just really tough. I mean, it's tough to commit to it. You got to just sit on news. I think it's a lot easier for the people that are playing a couple teams and maybe you got a late team with a bunch of pieces where you can pivot around. You got to have a plan for it. It's hard. Like right now, I don't have much flexibility to even play a guy like Jokic.
This is like my problem right now. I don't have a ton of flexibility with the Aldridge play. I'm just going to put Patty Mills in my core over Aldridge and give you my fourth guard.
Well, it's just going to make me fade Harden, and I keep talking myself into it, so I might as well just do it.
I still have Harden in these builds, but.
How do you fit 4? Oh, you didn't play Cade probably.
I didn't play Cade in my main team. I wish I
have
a
play
sliver
Cole
of Cade,
Anthony's
but
what I wish the most.
He's the one who somehow I went from having like 3 or 4 teams with. He was like my sneaky guard I left off to just having like not as much of now. Just by the time you hit lock, he's the guy that
it's tough.
So many guard plays.
Jokic, Hart, or Harden Trent was what we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said the Harden side.
Right,
is
Harden
safer.
is the side.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The boys, Brunson, Bembry, or Hardaway and Bruce Brown. Brunson, Bembry, Hardaway, Bruce Brown.
I think the Hardaway Bruce Brown is safer, but I do think the Brunson Bembry side in tournaments might be the way to go.
Ship my Benjamins, Ball or Brunson?
I mean, Brunson's the safer play for sure. Lonzo's a good tournament play, though. He's going to be unowned. There's way too many good guard plays that already locked. Nobody is playing Lonzo. So
triple-double.
Yeah.
Triple-double.
God, I should play Cole Anthony and Mo Bamba. I should play them
Mo Bamba
together.
is a good play. I should play them together. Really good play.
The thing is, if I play both of them and Jokic somehow sits it fits perfectly with Barton. But man, I'm in tough shape if Jokic does play because Barton's expensive unless. I mean, Barton's going to crush if Jokic is out. He's going to crush probably even if Jokic is in.
Oh, Barton. Jokic just got ruled out.
He did?
That's it. He's done.
Okay.
All right. Well, now I got to change my teams.
All right. Let's talk about it real quick, guys. Jokic is out. What is that?
That's going to mint my team up because I'm just going to play Barton with. I mean, I can say it now because no one's going to have my exact team, but I'm going to play Mo Bamba, Cole Anthony, and Barton. Yeah, I like that. So that'll make
Nuggets
my
just
core.
Going to get trashed now.
I'm going to take Harden and Aldridge out of my DK core, and I'm going to put in Will Barton. Actually, you know what? Because I like the people, I'm going to put in Cole Anthony and Mo Bamba.
Like Chicago's winning this game now, right, guys?
I'd be stunned if Denver beats them without Jokic, but Cole Anthony.
We've seen it before.
Mo Bamba.
Fuck it. 500 on the Bulls tonight. Let's go. No fucking Jokic. Come on.
Mo Bamba. 6'5". I really like that combo.
All right, let's see here.
This is funny. So I know I didn't say this. Oh God, I'm gonna change my FanDuel core. I'm taking Alameda, my FanDuel core, and I'm plugging in Willie B. And I'm playing him obviously because I have 4 guards in there. I'm playing him at the small forward spot just so no one calls me out like they call out Tony, even though I think they just do it more to Tony. But he is a small forward play for JSU. Should I write that, Tony, with my core plays? Should I write like play in small forward spot?
Yeah.
But yeah, small forward play, Will Barton.
Yeah. Oh man, Barton's really the only guy that I think.
Maybe Monte
Morris
gets a bump, but on this slate, you can't play Monte, can you? On this slate,
I just don't know where. I mean, somebody's got to create offense for this team. Even if they get blown out, somebody's got to freaking create some offense.
How do the Bulls just not destroy them?
They probably are going to destroy them. Is the thing. I mean,
yeah.
What's the spread? What did you get the spread at?
I got it at Bulls -1, dude.
Yeah, that's going to go up for sure. You got a really good bet.
That's
you should have bet
what?
a lot on that. The Bulls are winning this game.
I did. I had that free bet that I lost, so I just put 500 on it. My unit's 100.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a winner for you, Holden.
Well, Bulls -1.5. It moved to half a fucking.
I mean, it's going to go to 4 or 5. I bet.
Oh, Bulls +1.5 before the game, and now -1.5. Okay, we'll see.
It's going to go higher too.
They're just a disaster without Jokic, dude. They're so bad, and no Porter. It's bad basketball, man. They look tired as shit too. Portis or LMA on FanDuel, Chris. Oh, they took it down? Good. I'm glad they took it down.
It's going to come back, and it's going to be.
So now I'm taking out Patty and my core plays, and I'm putting in Willie B on DraftKings too for the people watching. Playing him in the forward spot on DraftKings as well. Small forward or forward spot on DraftKings.
Small forward or forward spot. Okay. I do wonder where they put that. Isn't that 4.5, 5? I would think so. Lonzo or Ayton for my last piece from Twirich. Lonzo or Ayton, last piece.
I think Lonzo's got more upside. I don't know, Tony. What do you think? I think he's got more upside though.
Than who? Ayton?
Than Ayton.
I mean, I think Ayton's a way better play, but
I think he's a safer play for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I think he outscores him a very high percentage of the time, but especially now with the blowout baked into the Bulls. I think the Bulls might blow out Denver. I have a hard time seeing Denver. That Holden, you got a lock in that game.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so, because it would be nice to reinvest that stuff. Rashawn Holmes, last piece, FanDuel power forward from Mill. Rashawn Holmes, guys, any take on him?
I don't have any Rashawn Holmes. I mean, he's cheap. Toronto plays small a lot. I just like Mo Bamba better. I think Ayton's a better play, like Tony said. Just trying to name some guys in that range that I would play over him. So yeah, I'm gonna be off.
Lonzo or Ayton, last piece.
Lonzo or Ayton.
Yeah.
I thought you just asked that.
Did I?
Because that's the one we were talking about, Ayton and Lonzo.
DDR firmly in play.
I don't know how some of these guys get into questions.
All right, is Aaron
Gordon? I'll tell you why, Tony. People are probably getting stuck where I was getting stuck, tilting because I didn't play Sabonis. That's how he's getting in this question. I still would rebuild it though.
Just rebuild. That's your answer, buddy. Is Aaron Gordon in play now?
It's a shitty answer, but it's the
Is Aaron Gordon in play?
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, he's in play, but
I'm probably not gonna play him either, but he's definitely in play.
Barton's still good in a blowout, right? Pinto got flow.
He's not as good in a blowout. I think Barton's a good play, but don't be shocked if he's at 30 at halftime and he finishes at 34. I mean, don't be shocked. Like, I don't think Barton. Yeah, I think he's a great play. I'm going to play him. I don't think he's like some mortal lock because Denver could get totally carved in this game.
All right. I got 3 more questions, guys, and then I got date night with my kids.
Yeah, I got to go to.
fucking
Yeah, birthday.
George or Tatum?
Huh?
George or Tatum? YT?
Yeah, now you asked that too. That's why I said it's like a coin flip. Yeah.
I thought it was Barton. Oh,
no.
There's no
George
way
and Tatum was because it's literally I got them both projected for like 50.
Okay.
Like the same play.
Mary Ferguson, Harden and Hart, or Van Vliet and Ingram?
Harden and Hart. I mean, for sure for me.
Tatum or AD on DK?
Tatum.
Hart or Hardaway DK?
Hart.
Yeah.
Hart.
JSU probably likes Hardaway better.
All right, last one.
No, I like the Pelican. I like those Pelican guys a little bit more.
Yeah.
Lonzo or Barton? Last one.
Oh, I
Lonzo
totally
or
forgot.
Barton?
Yeah.
Barton. I'm going Barton. I totally forgot, Tony. Isn't Zeke Naji out for Denver too?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's out.
Denver, man. Whew. Man, I'm 100 short of Hart on my FanDuel team, and it's so annoying. Like, I have the exact team I want, and I'm 100 short of freaking Hart. So I'm gonna have to play Franz Wagner, and he's gonna crush for me.
All right, boys.
He hasn't been that bad, Tony.
I like Orlando a lot tonight. If Orlando plays good versus the Nets, I'm gonna have a good night.
Yeah, he hasn't been bad.
I'll catch you boys on Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll have a great show. Oh, you know what, Jicky? All right, I'll get your question in real quick. Last one. Didn't we already ask this though? Blake Griffin and Van Vliet or Hart and Porzingis or no? No.
Who was it?
Hart Porzingis.
Yes.
Blake
Hart
Griffin.
Porzingis.
Anything. Blake's fine, but Blake and Aldridge are the 2 guys I've soured on the most. I just don't. They're both
JSU.
fine. I don't think they're bad plays, but I'm not like super excited to play them. If you land on Blake Griffin, I think you get what you need. I just don't think there's a ton of upside. Like, I don't think he ever gets you a ceiling game.
JSU, what does Tony do when you're on the phone with him? You know what he does? He does this.
That was a real good joke, Holden. I mean,
yeah.
What a funny one to go into the weekend. I mean,
that was awful.
Stuff,
I mean, seriously, that's the worst way that someone could end this show. I mean, Tony, that was the dustiest ending to a show.
Yeah, I mean,
that was awful.
That was a true, just awful joke. I mean, of all the times we leave on fire, like we say this or that, like he pulled the worst joke out. That was like the worst dad joke.
That's exactly what it was. It was.
He should have to come back in
joke.
here just to say how bad that was. Like, we have to go into the weekend with that terrible joke.
You should call him up and just like yell at him. That was just the worst. Holden, get the fuck back on here.
I mean, so freaking bad. Sabonis is not looking too good out there so far.
That's all right. We got plenty of time for him. He's fine.
All righty. Helmet.
All right.
Everybody ship tonight,
luck,
this
everyone.
weekend. Ship it. Helmet. Get us out.